I ended up with some New Japan here. We started off with New Japan Sakura Genesis 2023. I'll be talking about like the pre-show stuff, a couple of the pre-show stuff, basically all the matches that I cared about. The road, I combined the road too also, so I do my New Japan reviews a little weird. We get Shingo versus Harane versus King of Pro Wrestling title. This is a pin submissions KO match. Basically, it's a 3 stages of hell in a weird way. You have to beat your opponent in all 3 ways. You gotta knock them out, you gotta pin them, and you gotta tap them out in order to win the match. I love what they've done with the King of Pro Wrestling stuff. Before with the stupid trophy, whatever. But I love that they just make these random gimmick matches up. Like, I love the Who's Your Daddy match. The whole I Quit match, but you have to admit the other person's your daddy. I don't know. Shingo's run with his title has been really good. So you got to beat them all through. We start off with a really good, nice chain wrestling here to start off. They fight it out in the crowd. Both of them get chairs, but both of them put it down. They want to fight with the fist instead. Yukon Lariat combination by Shingo. Pop-up Samoan drop by Harane. Berserker bomb by Harane for a near fall. Harane giving Shingo some of the stiffest kicks I've ever heard. Glory bomb by Shingo. Big slap fight. They get into it. They're both trying to get that KO. Freaking spear into a deadlift takedown by Harane. That was really cool. Ultimate submission hold by Harane. Shingo taps out first. So he gets to tap out first. And then Shingo gets Harane to tap out next. So we're 1-1 on the tap out. Pumping bomber by Shingo for a near fall. He kicks out. Nasty shining wizard in the corner by Harane. I thought he knocked out Shingo for sure. Then a PK and then a hammerhead headbutt. Shingo gets the pin with a backslide. So now we're pin and submission. Shingo just has to get the KO next. Harane with a Streets of Rage gets his pin right after that. So basically both men got to get the KO. Guys are throwing bombs at each other. Lash of the Dragon by Shingo. Double headbutts to each man. They both headbutt each other. Shingo with a pumping bomber. And then Shingo gets the KO to keep the title. My words do not do this match justice. This match almost went 47 minutes. It was just a stiff fucking fight. This was awesome. El Fantasma was kicked out of Bullet Club here. This was pretty fucking crazy. I didn't expect Fantasma to get kicked out. So either he's joining Bullet Club Gold or we're going to get a big program for him, hopefully. One of my favorite women's matches in a long time. Mercedes Moné versus Haruki and they say AZM, but it's like Azm. I don't know. I'm just going to call it AZM. I don't know how to pronounce it. We get a 3-way for the IWGP Women's World title. Both girls are teaming up on Moné. Kazumi with a bunch of face washes and a running big boot on Sasha. Kazumi with a nice dive on Moné. And then AZM over there with a nice springboard dive on everybody. We get a springboard dropkick by AZM to Kazumi to the fucking floor. A double back statement by Moné. Moné hits 3 double knees to each girl in each corner. AZM is going nuts with the arm bars and a double arm bar. Sasha with the corner power bomb, Tower of Doom on both girls. Backstabber on both girls, and then a flying Meteora on AZM. Ozumi or whatever that. I think it's Ozumi. Katsuki with a double springboard dropkick and then killing Moné with elbow strikes. Top rope diving codebreaker by Kazumi. This match is very good, very fast paced. Sasha finally hits the Moné Maker on it. AZM on top of Kazuma for the win. Mayu comes out, challenges Moné. Sasha slaps the living shit out of her and accepts her challenge. Really, really good stuff. Sorry about the names. Unimo Shuta over here versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the TV title. I love the chemistry between these two guys. I love the concept of a TV title. I feel like Zack Sabre Jr. is made for this 15-minute time limit. I love it. We get rapid fire pin attempts, almost over right away. Zack being way too cocky once again. He has been taking Shooter way too lightly. Zack is trying his best to piss off Shooter. Shooter with a scoop slam uppercut combo, and then a fisherman suplex with a beautiful bridge for a near fall. Shooter hits 2 crossroads and the reverse DDT for a near fall. Shooter is 1 step ahead of everything Zack is trying to do, because Zack is just being too cocky. Pop-up uppercut by Shooter, and then a freaking Magilla Cutter neckbreaker for a near fall. Zack with the PK. Shooter kicks out at 1. Shooter with a satellite DDT into the Death Rider. Somehow Zack kicks out, picks him up. Rampage DDT by Shooter for another near fall. Zack basically gets his ass beat for 14 minutes, rolls up Shooter, and gets the win. This was an awesome showcase, and it shows that Zack basically took this man way too lightly. Goto and Yoshihashi versus Aussie Open for the IWGP Tag Team titles. Double running blockbuster by Bishamon. That's their tag team name of Goto and Yoshihashi. Double dive by Aussie Open. Holy shit, Kyle Fletcher does a moonsault to the outside and pretty much rips the back of his head open. He is busted open by the guardrail, gash style. On the back of his head, he is now taped up. They tape up his head so he keep going. Fletcher gets his head taped up, like I said. Kyle with a running enziguri to the corner, and then Kyle with a snap half and half for a near fall. Pop-up cutter combo by Aussie Open. Yoshi with a code breaker, Yoshihashi. Goto with the spinning heel kick into the corner, and then a nasty Saito for a near fall. Super kick into the fucking Hiroshi Goroshi combo by Bishamon. Draping GTR by Goto for another near fall. Fucking Hiroshi Goroshi into the GTR combo, but Mark Davis saves it. Double wheelbarrow spine buster by Aussie Open. Super kick combo by Yoshihashi and Goto. Aussie Open hit their finisher. I don't even know what to call it, but it looks dope. New IWGP World Tag Team Champions. This was awesome, and it's the perfect team to have the IWGP World titles, tag team titles. We get a good match here, too. We get Robbie Eagles versus Hiromu, and the last time Eagles fought Hiromu, he tapped him out clean for the IWGP Junior title, and here we are, but now Eagles is technically a heel because he has joined the Mighty Don't Kneel, which is awesome that they've turned that into a group. Hiromu is trying to tap out Robbie to his own move because he is still pissed from the last time they fought. Robbie locks in his leg submission right away with the steel barricade. That looked rough. A curve stomp by Robbie to Hiromu's knee. That was really... Robbie's got some really cool knee-based attack offense. Robbie with a crazy dive, looked like he killed himself on the guardrail. Springboard dropkick to the knee of Hiromu. I love that Robbie does that. It's so cool. Robbie is pretty much continuing the game plan from last time. He's destroying Hiromu's legs. Hiromu with the victory royale for a near fall. Robbie with a snap Saito hits 3 of them in a row. Then Hiromu follows it back with 3 Germans in a row. Hits the running Death Valley driver into the time bomb for a near fall. Hiromu with 2 pumping bombers. Top rope poison rana by Robbie. And then a 450 splash into the knee. And then walks in the Robinson special leg lock. I'm telling you, Robbie's got some really cool shit. Gunshot leg kick by Robbie. Dynamite plunger by Hiromu. Pumping bomber again. Time bomb 2. Done. Hiromu gets the win. He has been on also one of the best runs of his career. And then we get Sanada versus Okada. Like I said, Sanada is now not a heel, but like a tweener. He's made his own group. He left LIJ. He changed his look. He's back to the black hair. He changed all of his gear. He changed his music. He's got a new finisher. And we are good to go. IWGP World title on the line. Basically, Sanada winning the New Japan Cup and challenging Okada, which the winner of the New Japan Cup hasn't won a title in forever. That's why I kind of had a feeling they were going to do a title change here. Sanada with a magic screw. Neck breaker on the outside near the fans. Okada with a big Yakuza kick. Sanada with a springboard drop kick. A magic screw inside the ring now by Sanada. TKO into the skull end. Sanada's trying to get the tap out. Okada with a high German on Sanada's neck. Sanada is trying to break wrist control with a bunch of boots, but he cannot take that. He takes 2 rainmakers, and then Okada locks in the money clip. Okada with the landslide. Then Sanada hits the rainmaker of his own. Okada's trying to go for his big drop kick. We get a pop-up cutter by Sanada. Sanada with the Muda Moonsault, Shining Wizard, and then Okada follows back with an Elmo Explosion. Sanada counters into a Rainmaker of his own, hits his Deadfall DDT, and wins clean as a sheet. The new IWGP World Champion Sanada. Now, I don't know if he's going to hold this title for long because I feel like they're going to have to. They might want to put it on a bigger name for Forbidden Door, but I am A-okay keeping it on Sanada. I feel like this guy is on the run of his life right now. I wish he would have won it as Cold Stone. I feel like that was the way to go, was to make him back to Cold Stone. But this is kind of like a combination of all his gimmicks. But I thought Sakura Genesis was awesome, and just the fact that we got a new champion made this a much-watched show.